Hey, howdy guys! Welcome to another Jolly Links of the Week. If you don't know what this is a video where I talk about, where I share some stuff that I've been into lately. This idea actually came from a newsletter that I write every week that I decided to turn it into a video instead of an actual email thing. The emails that I send is called Jolly Links of the Week. If you want to subscribe, just go to ellygeh.com/sign up, and you're actually gonna get this video early before I put it out on YouTube. People are gonna get the video first. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, consider joining. And today I'm not by myself. I have this little guy with me. Here he is. Hi buddy, he was sleeping over here right beside me. His name is Kiba. And this guy is like the love of my life. I mean, of course, other than my wife. You know, of course, my wife is the first love of my life. Second one is this guy. This guy, he's like quite a handful, and his fur gets everywhere. But, you know, I love this guy to death. I love him so much, I even made a shirt of him too. Yeah, so he's gonna be with me over here today, biting my hand and doing all kinds of stuff. Right, buddy? You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi to everyone? No. See, he doesn't like me holding his hands. Hello? Poor guy. Anyway, so if I look a little crooked, it's because I'm sitting here with this guy. He likes sitting with my wife more than actually sitting with me, but she's not here, so he only has me today. Right, buddy? Yeah, you do. Anyway, let's get into it, right? And for those of you who are not in the newsletter, the stuff I'm sharing, I already posted it there. So for some of you who has seen the email, it's probably gonna be something you've already seen. But I really want to reiterate how much I love this stuff. So it's still gonna be something new. The first guy I want to share is actually a Japanese musician. His name is Tatsuro Yamashita. This album is called Right on Time. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for the album for you to listen to. Somebody has kindly already put on YouTube for you to listen to, and that's where I actually found his music too. If you don't know what city pop is, this guy is like the king of it. So city pop is kind of like I guess more of a music genre. I don't know if that was called city pop back in the 80s, but these are like musicians from the 80s that were like the top of their career in the 80s, and their music is just so good. It's kind of like it has like a mix of jazz and funk, and every musician that I find you know, from that time period, they're all like knock it out of the park. It's just such fun music to listen to, and it has like that really, for some reason, it has that like nostalgic feeling. I guess it's from like watching anime as a kid, since I watched like a lot of anime from the 80s, you know, when I was a kid in the 90s. So this, like, all this music like really has like they have like really heavy nostalgic feelings, even though, you know, I didn't listen to this as a kid, but you know, they all give off that really cool feeling. And yeah, it's super good. And this guy in particular, because this guy has like so many albums that you can listen to. You can find pretty much all of this stuff on YouTube. Just search his name, Tatsuro Yamashita, and you're gonna find him over there. And yeah, like, I got recommended to this guy from YouTube, like out of nowhere. And you know, I'm glad YouTube recommended something good, just like I'm sure all of you got recommended Maria Takeuchi from that Plastic Love song. You've probably seen this recommended to you one way or another. But man, their stuff is amazing. If you want to get started into like the city pop music genre, she's the first one to go to, and then Tatsuro Yamashita. One funny thing too about these two is that they're actually married. They got married, you know, like back in the 80s. So like, he's considered the king of city pop and she's considered the queen. So you can't go wrong by starting to listen to them. that's like one music genre that like I dove into, and I never got off. Yeah, they're great. I can't recommend them enough. And if you get into other stuff too, if you have other artists that you want to recommend, like I'd love to get your recommendations as well. I have a whole bunch. I have like heaps of playlists like full of city pop music. So if you guys want more recommendations from me as well, just let me know and I'll share a bunch more. There's like a whole bunch that I can get into, but I don't want to dive into it too much because then I'm gonna stay like talking about this for like a whole hour. Yeah. So the second one I want to share is a Ghibli movie. It's Porco Rosso. I only watched that recently, and man, this movie is amazing. I think it's now one of my like top favorite Ghibli movies. The movie is setting in Italy, I think, back in like wartime. I think it's like around the 1940s and stuff. And like the movie focus a lot on planes and this guy, the main character. And I just love the animation. It's so good. Like there's so many crazy animation shots of it that are amazing. Just look at this little GIF right here that I have up on the screen, and like there's like a bunch of tiny little baby girls like messing around, and each and every one is animated separately and all put there together, and it's like the movie is just so full of life, and the story is like a really like melancholic story too, about like old friends, and like old pilots who are not in the war anymore, and they kind of don't know what to do with themselves. And it's a great story. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but if you want to see it, like I really recommend it. It's a great story. And another thing that I really want to recommend too is this freaking game, Splatoon 2. Man, this game just speaks to me in so many levels. I've never been into shooting games a lot, like my whole life. But this game gets the shooting, genre and takes it to like a whole different stage. I don't know why I'm like explaining the game. I'm pretty sure you already heard of it and everything. But if you haven't, this game takes like shooting to like a whole nother level. It's all about like painting, and the game is just so colorful and it's so fun. It's so much fun. The way the gameplay is implemented, with paints, there's like different teams, and they have, everything is related to paint and squids, and it's all about like spreading ink everywhere. And there's like on the online play is about like shooting each other and spreading the whole arena with paint of your team's color, and whoever has painted the most in the whole arena in a limited time is the winner. The gameplay idea is so fun, and it's like really, really enjoyable. And I'm not even like a big competitive person, but I get so competitive in this game. It's so much fun. And one thing that's the favorite thing about this game is like just the way it looks, like the style of it. It's so good, and it has like a very 90s feel to it, especially with the paint and everything. It reminds me of like Nickelodeon and the whole slime kind of thing, with those colorful, that colorful stuff from the 90s is just so good. And I really, really love how they implement even like streetwear, like the way streetwear is portrayed in this game. Like they really care about how like the characters look and their clothing styles. I think they get a lot of inspiration from like Japanese Harajuku area, where there's like people from all kinds of like fashion styles and everything, and they implement this in this game so well. Everything you do, like your character is just so stylish, and you can pick so many different outfits. Like there's always like rotating outfits and like some like rare outfits that you can get. So I really like that aspect of the game, even more so than the actual shooting of it, you know. That's why I guess I'm so much into like street fashion, and this game portrays that really well, and I think that's like my favorite thing about it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave some links in the description. Those are gonna be affiliate links, so if you actually get to buy the game or the movie, like a little tiny percentage is gonna come to me. So yeah, if you do decide to buy that from the links, I really appreciate that. It helps out a lot. All right, so that's it for the stuff I want to share. But before I go, I really want to give like a shout out to 3 special people who left comments in my last video. One of them is Malu. Yeah, she talked about how like she explained more clearly than I did about how shoujo manga is meant for teenage girls. But yeah, most of them are, you know, most of shoujo manga is related to romance, and you know, it's meant to be for girls. Even though, you know, I'm a 30-year-old guy, I still like the style. I'm not the right demographic for it, but I really enjoy it. So thank you, Malu, for leaving a comment and for, you know, actually explaining a lot clearer than I did. Alright, and then Oswald Strikes also left a comment sharing some stuff with me too, so thank you very much for sharing, man. I checked out Hatsu Midori's Twitter, and her art is so good. Oh, I love it so much, man. It's so simple and it's so sweet, and that's exactly the kind of stuff that I want to draw myself. She's gonna become a huge inspiration in whatever I do in the future. And also KittyCat96 here from YouTube. Holy moly, man. I don't have to make videos talking about, you know, these 2 artists in the future. So thank you so much, Oswald. And last but not least, my good friend ABRIAN, who's a subscriber to my newsletter. She recommended me to watch ACA 13 or ACCA 13 Territory Inspection Department. I think I've heard of this anime before, and I'm really gonna check it out. So thank you, Abe, for leaving a comment. I really appreciate that, and the recommendation as well. And ABRIAN actually has a Kickstarter going on right now. It's called Womancy, and she's a really good storyteller and a comics creator. And she created this huge 100-page comic that she has on Kickstarter right now. So if you want to check it out, please go ahead. I'm gonna leave the link in the description too. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you're not aware, I'm doing this crazy challenge where I plan to post 50 videos by the end of this year, and it's gonna be crazy. I really want to get into the discipline, you know, of making videos every week, and I'm gonna try to post 3 videos per week and see how that goes. But yeah, if you want to be part of the journey, please subscribe. And if you want to follow me on social media, where I post a lot more about my art and my clothing brand, and you know, the stuff that I've been working on, all the art that I've been working on, you can just follow me on Twitter and or on Instagram, and the links should all be down in the description. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Say bye, Kiba. Say bye, buddy. All right, Kiba says bye. 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 Me. Poor guy.